The purpose of life is to teach you and to remind you and to show you that you are courageous. I passed this test twice, and that's why I'm here to tell you first of all that if you stumbled upon this message, that means that you're on the way to living it for yourself. Nothing is random, especially these things and messages that, as the saying goes, when the student is ready, teacher appears. I can't teach you, I'm just here to remind you that if you remain when it's darkest, true to yourself and unapologetically you, the blessings that are awaiting you after that are something that you couldn't even dream in your wildest dreams. And that's how the law of life works. The currency is authenticity. Everything else that you learned so far is false. You should never, how they say, why to fit in when you were born to stand out. People fit in because they are afraid to be authentic. Why they are afraid to be authentic? Because they are still in a prison of what others might say, think, or what if those that are close to me will make fun of me, and so on and so forth. Who cares? They're irrelevant anyways, irrelevant for your journey. Why they're irrelevant? Because the only person that you will ever need approval of, and you need approval of, and you needed approval of, is you yourself. Where are those people when you are scared, frightened? Where are those people when you are on crossroads? They're not usually there for you. And even if they are, most of them are coming from a place that is even for themselves scary. Follow your intuition, follow your inner voice. It always guides you in a right direction. Nothing is random. This message isn't random. Be authentically you. Otherwise, you will whole your life continue to attract wrong experiences, wrong situations, wrong people. Why are they attracted to you? Because you're presenting the fake and false picture of yourself. But when you finally give up and stand in your true power, in your authentic self, that's when literally all doors of life and opportunities begin to literally be in palm of your hand. Why? They come as a reward of you being you. That's why on most of the brands the main message is be you or something similar to that, because people who made that know how important it is to, no matter what and no matter if everyone is against you, you remain loyal to yourself. So anyways, the future of everything is personal brand and AI. Most of the things that are not following this will be lost and will lose much energy and time, and it will literally be wasting of life. You become personal brand by being authentically you, and everything is mind game. Whole life is one big simulation, all laws, all that you see here is just one well organized and controlled simulation. So if you have knowledge and you're brave to break through and to break free, uh, first of all, you will see yourself differently. And when you see yourself differently, literally the whole world conspires to witness that new point of view. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So if your previous view of life was that life is a struggle, dog eats dog, lack, abandonment, betrayal, fear, scarcity, and all the things that come from a primal state of being, you will for sure be in that reality. But the moment you first time caught yourself in being aware of how the old pattern is creeping in, you can count that you are on your way and on your path to freedom. And after a little while, you will literally become the master of this knowledge and of this game, where you will be able to never allow one thought to skip that is unwanted. And even if it does, you will, through the speed of light, go back to track. The name of the game is to be able and aware that you and only you have the power to block the momentum and resistance with gratitude before the 70 seconds are gone, because after 70 seconds you're pulled to the upstream flow, and upstream flow is unpleasant and it can keep you stuck for hours, days, weeks, months, and unfortunately for some people even for life. If you have to think, do your best to, whenever you think something that's causing inside you pleasant feelings. Otherwise, you are in the psychocybernetic loop that is unwanted, and it can be very challenging. I know, I've been there, I've done that, and everything that I try to in a form of message sent here is from my own experience, and the best things are always from the experience. If you don't have to go through it in a harder way as I did, try not to. But every person is unique, and every journey is unique, and every message is unique. That's why your story is priceless. Your story is your wealth. Your story is the most valuable thing you have, and that's how we learn from each other. If everyone would be brave enough to be vulnerable and to share how they went from unwanted to something that is liberating and that's freedom, this life and this planet would be heaven on earth for all of us. Every person is a link in a chain that God pre-writed for you. Pay attention to everything that shows up. Don't be obsessed, but be aware. Behind everything, there is a hidden message. I wanted to share what I read last night on one post about one young man who is now these days happy because he's getting married and he's successful and all of that, but he is always sharing how much he's missing his father and how much he would love to share these happy moments with his father. And it's a great story because he said that he asked a sign from above that will reinforce and make him feel sure that he heard him and that he is with him in these moments of happiness. And he said that for a while nothing wasn't happening in a way that would, so as people would say, clicked for him. And then when he was searching some items for his wedding, somewhere popped up some animation from some cartoon where in the corner left down there, one of the characters were holding some letter where was written one word just, and that word, I can't remember what was the word, it was specific name, how his father used to call him when he was a child. So imagine that. He said that he spent after that, that he first felt chills and happiness and all kinds of mixed feelings, but after that he spent 8 hours crying how much he was happy and how much all of this thing with your personal relationship with higher power works. Personal relationship with higher power is available to all of us. After a little while and after practice, you will literally master it and you will never again be in doubt uh, whether or not you're guided, safe, protected, and secure, because you are always. And this story about this man and his father is so beautiful. It literally made my day yesterday. Stop asking advices from people. Unfortunately, most of them are lost, and 99% of them have no idea what are they doing even with themselves. Instead of speaking to people who are lost, build your personal relationship with the higher power. Literally, it's available 24/7. It's like you have Wi-Fi connection with God, source, universe, infinite intelligence. For different people, it's a different power, but I believe in God. As Carl Gustav Jung, when he was asked, do you believe in God? He said, I don't believe, I know that God exists. So I also know that God exists. He literally many times showed up in front of me through the years of facing my disease and through the 2 near-death experiences. So I never had doubts that he exists, but this now is different level and different kind of knowing that was installed from me from the moment that I was conceived. But unfortunately, through growing up and through being brainwashed by the society and world, somewhere along the way through my life and early years, I lost this connection. And that's why I say, and I will continue to repeat as long as I breathe, that my disease and my 2 near-death experiences were the greatest blessings that I could go through. Even it wasn't easy at all, but I was like some form of jewelry formed through all of that. And fortunately, what's the most valuable for me and what's the greatest wealth that I regained is that I re-established and reconnected that power and that faith and that knowing inside of my heart. So that's why I say build your personal connection with the higher power, with source, with universe, and you will be unstoppable. Unstoppable in all areas of your life. What's the best part is that you will not even have to struggle as you used to. You will feel ease, you will always be in a state of flow, even if it still happens from time to time that I forget who am I and where I'm coming from, and that God has the weapons that are unknown to others, but I pull myself out of that easy. Uh, Earlier, it used to last for days, even months. And that was the reason why I experienced all those challenging things, because I had to be awakened. I will continue to remind you who you are, hopefully without you going through those hard challenges. But even if you do right now face something that's hard, scary, if you feel alone, abandoned, if you feel that no one's there for you, yes, it is. You have the army of protection around you 24/7. Your guidance and the big guy, the big chief. God is always watching and guiding you. What you should do is just to allow and to release the resistance and your ego identity and your illusion that you know the best. No, you don't. Trust me. No. When someone is removed from your life, that means that God saw or heard something you didn't saw or heard. You can't be everywhere 24/7 in all places. Some of the people you trust the most might betray you last night, and you didn't see it and you didn't heard it, but God did. So everything that's happening, observe it, allow it, observe it. It's like you have Father above who is 24/7 taking care of you and watching over you like the best parents in the world would. Relax, everything is unfolding according to plan. Which plan much better than yours could ever be? Plan from above.